My most popular video ever was a video on T-peg height, and it got over 500,000 views. What? But it had so many comments on it saying, James, this video was brilliant, it's fantastic, it's really helped. However, I don't use Castle T-pegs, I use wooden T-pegs. Help! Let's do it. And let's do it now. Nice effort to start with. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel and this is your very first time watching my content, first of all, welcome to the channel. Second of all, please make sure you do consider to hit that subscribe button before you leave, because on this channel, I bring you guys golf related content every single day, hopefully to help you raise your game, generally to help you lower that handicap, but mainly just to get you enjoying golf more than you have done ever before. In today's video, we are talking wooden T-pegs and what is the ideal height for you to hit your optimum drive, your longest drive, your best drive ever with a wooden T-peg. So like I said earlier, I've done this video before with Castle tees, plastic tees, pink ones, orange ones, white ones, red ones, green ones, loads of different T-pegs, and the comments were a little bit mixed. I don't use Castle T-pegs. Castle T-pegs are for high handicappers. I don't use Castle tees. Nobody uses Castle tees. Who wants to use a pink tee? Who wants to use a bright orange tee? We don't want to use Castle tees, James. We want to use wooden tees. So, to be honest, I really don't get the complex behind Castle tees. I mean, personally, I don't use them either. I do use wooden tees. So I'm going to be very interested to see what colour tee, because we still have a little bit of a colour scheme going on here. So you'll see that we have the red tee, which is 2 1/8 inches. We have the yellow tee, which is 2 3/4 inches. And we have the Big Daddy, the blue tee, which I assume is just for kind of long drive pros and things like that, because this thing's absolutely massive. This measures in at 3 1/4 inches. I know, right? So guys, here's how this video is going to go. One of the bits of feedback which I did get from the past video, the Castle tee video, I'm going to try not to mention Castle tees too much within this video because I know it has a tendency to upset people. So that's the last time I'm going to mention the word Castle tee. But some of the feedback that I did get from that video was maybe you could have chopped and changed a little bit. Rather than going short, medium, long, you could have gone short, long, medium, long, short, medium. I've lost track, but you know what I mean, mix it up a little bit. So that's exactly what I'm going to do with this video. Also guys, it's really important to me that you are a part of my videos, so I want you to comment below. In this video, I want you to comment below, what T-peg do you use? Do you use Castle tee? Do you use a wooden tee? And what size tee do you use? Because guys, you see, for me, I think it's mega important that you do get the correct tee height so that you can then get that spine angle tilted back, you can hit the driver on the up, you can get it launching, high, low spin, plenty of distance. That's exactly what we all want, isn't it? Or would you rather play that low knuckleball shot with the low tee, the ball coming low out the face? Is that exactly what you want? Okay, I know what you're all thinking. Let's make a start. I'm going to start with the middle tee and then just deviate around. We're going to hit about 10 shots with each, so strap yourselves in. This could get interesting. Nice effort to start with. So generally at the moment I'm finding that my drives average around 275 yards, and I'm not going to lie, at the beginning of the season it was more than that, so I don't know what's happened. Maybe I need to go for another lesson with Chris, but 275 average, so let's see if maybe even changing the tee height can help me with that and gain me a little bit more distance. Right, okay, let's try the short red tee. Straight away looking down at this, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to launch this like I would want to. And I do know people who use these tees. With today's modern sized driver head, 460cc, I really don't see how you can use such a short tee, but I do know people that do. Let's give it a whirl. That felt really good. Oh, what a ball fly. I retract everything I've just said about the short tee. That was beautiful. Love it when I eat my own words. Love it. It happens so often as well. Do we also think as well that maybe your state of mind plays a big role in this as well? So with it being a shorter tee, am I less likely to go after it, to try and nail it, and then hit it 50 miles right or 1,000,000 miles left, which has been known to happen? Oh, that felt amazing. That felt so good. Come out like an absolute bullet as well. But you see, that's all good and well, that's fantastic, that's great, it's in the middle of the fairway. But could it be better? That's the question all golfers ask themselves on a daily, no, an hourly basis, isn't it? Can it be better? Not gonna lie guys, if I didn't hover this driver, I dare say it would just go straight underneath it. I'm a hoverer anyway, so it does kind of, I feel like with this it's either going to go really good or horribly wrong. Let's find out. Really good, really good. Oh, tell you what, oh yeah. Sorry about that guys, got a little bit excited. One thing I would say about the long tees, you're probably going to need a lot of them. Every shot so far, snapped. There's only been one shot, but you know. That was silly. That was silly. It's not a long drive, or it is, but. Too high and too spinny. Back down at medium now, a nice kind of middle ground. Nice. Enjoyed that one. And out of interest guys, I'm going to let you know, I do feel like I'm adapting the technique a little bit to what I see down there. I do feel like with the low tee I'm kind of getting forward a little bit, nudging it out there, whereas with the mega high tee, the spine angle's back, I throw everything at it, then move forward into the finishing position. Can you tell I've not hit drivers in a while? Whew. Right. Now it always interests me how things like that can happen. Don't know why, but it's weird, isn't it? Let's go short T-peg again. Almost fell in love with this last time. Look at those ball flights on there. Straight. It's another one that's just peeling down the fairway at 275. Would you say, hey guys, and I feel like this could even be a lesson for myself as well, is there a time and a place for a low T-peg, time and a place for a medium T-peg, even a time and a place for a long tee and absolutely wail at it? I think there could be, you know, and rather than saying this is the T-peg you have to use all the time, maybe learn different shots with them. That's like an epiphany for me. I mean, you guys might do that anyway, and if you do, then why have I only just thought of it? Oh well. As a Yorkshireman, you've got to respect the small tee never breaking as well. That's going to save you at least £1.50 over a weekend, isn't it? At least. I am like an absolute machine with this small tee. Can't miss, cannot miss. Get ready for the next one now. 4 left. Right, back to the long tee. Let's try and pump those averages up. See, isn't it funny how your mindset just changes? All of a sudden the tee's what? Is it an inch higher? 3/4 of an inch higher? And all of a sudden I feel like I'm turning into Dustin Johnson. I'm probably going to put my back out trying to get it 280 instead of 275. It's going to be too high again, way too high. And the tee's broke again. Right, come on, I'll tell you what, let's change the game plan up. Let's just put some normal golf swings on this. That felt like it should have been better. So I'm definitely finding that with the long T-peg, the blue one, I'm having to move the ball forward in the stance so that I can just get it a little bit more on the up as opposed to just a little bit further back. It almost feels like there the driver's too long. I would need to grip down on it because the ball's obviously closer to you. So guys, I'm going to hit one more, then I'm just going to hit 3 more with each. We're going to fast forward through that because I've used up enough of your guys' precious time. I do appreciate your time and I appreciate you watching. Then we're going to have a look at the numbers and see with a wooden T-peg what works and what doesn't. That's got to be massive. Oh, longest of the day. That's put the cat amongst the pigeons. Okay, let's fast forward a little. So that is 30 drives hit randomly with different size wooden T-pegs. Which one is going to be better? I think I've surprised myself there, and I think one of the big things that I'm taking from this video is just how your perception can change, how your game can change, how your preferences can change. Because when I did the Castle tee, sorry I wasn't going to say that, was I? When I did the plastic tee video, I know I finished on the orange T-peg, I was launching it higher, hitting it further, and it was perfect, all was right in the world. Tried doing that with this today, and I mean, we'll look at the dispersions in a second. It didn't end well. It's never gonna... No! Let's take a look. So guys, the first thing I want to look at is dispersion, and you can see here with the short tee, not bad at all with the driver there, getting a nice little fade, and to be honest I was really disappointed because this shot and this shot were the last two, so obviously you take those away, and I've got that on a piece of string to be fair, haven't I? What about the medium tee? You can see that last one really wasn't one of my best ones, was it? But yeah, that's, I mean, you compare those and there's no real comparison, is there? Trajectories all over the place, balls all over the place. How consistent is that trajectory with the low tee? Then we look at the long one, and I mean, it's what you'd imagine, isn't it? I'm just trying to play big slinging draws out there to get the distance, and you've got a couple of ways you're going to lose your ball, and so on and so forth. A really interesting point is the grouping. So tilt it side here. The blue is, funnily enough, the blue. The red is in fact the yellow, and the green is the red, if that makes sense. So you can see how much tighter dispersion, not only front to back, but also side to side, you get in, or I'm getting, with the shorter tee peg there. Distances. Red, short tee, believe it or not, is the longest one for me. So total 273, 269 with the medium tee, and the long tee is actually propping up the table at 268. So obviously not a lot in it, only a couple of yards, and that is exactly what I would expect. Club speed's all pretty similar. Actually, the club speed is up on average on the long tee. I think that's obviously because you're more, I say confident. Confident's probably not the word, is it? But you're more attacking with that there. Interestingly, smash factor was down because I was striking it all over the place. Lowest spin with the short tee, which I didn't expect. I thought actually the low spin would come with the high one because you're going to try and hit up on it and all the rest. And it just shows that human testing is, well, it's accurate, isn't it? Rather than just guessing that, yes, that should work and that should happen. I'm obviously just not quite swinging well enough at the minute, not quite skillful enough to be able to reap the rewards of the mega high tee peg. Although, to be fair, I'm not sure if I know many tour pros that do use the mega high tee peg, because I imagine it does just lure you into that false insecurity of trying to smash it out the park. So that one didn't work for me. The medium tee peg, this is what I use, this is what I would use all the time. And to be honest, I think I will kind of stick with this, maybe peg it down a little bit. But as it stands, the small tee peg, the red tee peg, to be honest, the tee peg which I never thought would work with a modern day driver, has come out victorious, not only in dispersion, but in consistency, in distance, in everything. And I think there's a lot to be said for that. Obviously, it does depend on your state of mind when you're swinging it, how you're going to hit it, what you're going to try and do. All I felt with the small tee was I was just going to let it peel off the left-hand side. I didn't feel like I could get inside. I didn't feel like I could hit a big slinging draw with it. And that's probably rescued me, really. So I guess there's a lesson to be learned for not only you guys, but me there as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed that video. That has been, well, it's been fun, but for me it's been insightful as well. So if you have enjoyed it, please leave a like. Hit those comments below. What tee peg do you use? Do you use a castle tee? Do you use a wooden tee? What size tee peg do you use? And as always, guys, if you haven't already, please make sure you do hit that subscribe button below, because that means the world to me. It lets me know that you know that I know that we know that you're enjoying the content, and that's all that matters. And apart from that, as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Now I better get tidying up, because it is just an absolute graveyard of tee pegs in here now, everywhere. Broken tee pegs, full tee pegs, loads of broken blue tee pegs. That's gotta hurt your wallet, definitely.